Okay, before I get into my spiel, I'm just gonna do a little plug because I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just honestly trying to help you because these last 2 weeks I have slid off the diet track. I have been eating sweets. I have been door dashing food I'm not supposed to eat. I have not been eating anything healthy really except my salad at lunch. And so this diet is not gonna, it's not going well right now. So I have a little over a month till my 40th birthday, and I am not gonna get super heavy. Like, look, I'm always gonna be medium now. I'm not gonna be small. I'm entering my 40s, okay? I have curves, but I can make myself healthy, and that's my main point. I am letting go of trying to be skinny. That bitch died. I ate her. I don't know what to tell you. I'm always gonna have a little bit of junk in my trunk, in the booty, and I'm probably always gonna have a little bit of a muffin top, especially if I try to have another baby in my 40s. So, you know, I'm just sick of berating myself. Berating. I always say berating. I don't know why. It's berating, by the way. But I like to make up my own language. I hate berating myself. Anyway, this drink is going to get me off soda completely. I've tried both. I've tried the no sugar, and this is the kind with the sugar. The kind with no sugar, I feel, is like for diabetics. It only has 5 calories. Okay, 5. That's it. It does taste very differently, but it's still good. Anyway, Canadian or Canada. I say Canada Dry. So I always fuck up and I make it my own thing, and then I try to say it right, and everyone's like, Canada Dry. I'm like, Canada Dry. I'm sorry. But when I'm in the store, I'm like, I need me some Canada Dry. I'm fucking weird. Anyway, Fruit Splash. Cherry ginger ale. Fantastic. It is only 140 calories, which is because it's a big can. I wish they had made these in mini. Because if you get the little can of mini ginger ales, I think the lowest calories is Shep's ginger ale, and the mini cans are only 60 calories. So if you're trying to wean off soda at night with my dinner, I have one of these because a Pepsi is like 150 to 200 calories, and a can of Mountain Dew is 240 to 300 calories. So this is only 140, and it's made with real juice. And ginger ale is actually good for you. When you're sick, however, you're supposed to drink ginger ale flat and warm and unflavored. That's how it helps your tummy. But if you need to burp, you always drink ginger ale fresh out of the can, ice cold. You'll be burping for 5 minutes. Have you ever had acid reflux and you just need to get that burp out? Ginger ale is your friend. Don't try Pepsi. It will work. Pepsi does work. Coke works, but it has that burn and that sting. Ginger ale, it is healthier for your esophagus as well. Anyway, so as I was saying, I still was doing my walking. I need to implement more wall exercises and toning. I really want to take from now until my birthday and just focus on eating good, keeping my walking going. I did not walk on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday this week. I'm like, walking on my vacation. And I spent too much money. Not like I didn't go crazy, but I spent money I probably shouldn't have because the thrift store was having a sale. Got a few pairs of shorts for work, but I don't have air conditioning in my job. So it's like hot as fuck, and I needed some shorts. So I spent stuff, but I didn't spend a lot. And I spent $40 on, I had a moment, like a nostalgic moment. I remember when I was a kid and my mom took me, or my dad took me to the fireworks, and they always had those glow up stuff. But with 5 of us, my mom could never afford it. Sometimes my dad would get us stuff, but even then he had 3 of us. And so my nephew was like, oh, I want one. And I was like, ugh. So I went and I took him and my other nephew to get the toy gun so they could play. and they've been driving my mom crazy all day, and they had all this energy, so I took them in the backyard. But they were 20 bucks a pop, and both of those guns broke after like 30 minutes. I was so pissed. I'm like, whatever. It's when in Rome. They're always gonna like have that memory of when they got the guns and they were playing. And I don't know if you saw my nephew in the video. He was like shooting the fireworks the whole time. That cracked me up. They're the guns that you could pull apart, and the front of the gun was supposed to vibrate, and so that was the first to break. And then they had, which I did not like, I did not see this when they picked it out. I just thought it was like a soldier gun, but it was like a knife, like a toy knife handle. And I'm glad those broke off. I'm like, you guys play so viciously. You know, I guess that's just little boys. My brother played soldier with his friends with like finger guns, you know what I mean? So I'm just like trying to look past the aggressiveness. Just little boy nature. My brother kept telling me like, they're just little boys. I'm like, yeah, but you can't like let them point their guns at strangers and say that. They're gonna think we're psychos. So I'm trying to teach them not to point the gun at people unless, I mean, those two can point it at each other and play, but don't walk up to people and be like, give me your money, sucker, because it's only funny to the family. It's not funny to other people. Oh, my nephew's only 6, so he likes to make people laugh. So, you know, he had a good heart about it, but some of the people were like, oh my God, pull the stick out of your butt, Karen. He's 6. Doesn't need a lecture. Good thing my sister wasn't there yet, because she's pregnant. She would have told you about yourself. And I found out that we're having another girl. So I'm so excited. And she does have a name picked out, but I'm going to not say it until my sister does, like publicly. Plus, I don't exactly remember how to say it. It's another one I'm going to have to get. It's cute. I like it. But she picked some, like, Kyman. I also walked around calling my nephew Cameron. I don't know why that happened. Since my brain injury, like, I'll just say shit and I'm thinking I'm saying it right and it's not coming out. And he's like, I'm Kyman. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He gets it. But he's like, I don't really tell my family my business. They forget. I'm still, you know, I have a brain injury. And by the way, I was just diagnosed with very low on the spectrum autism. I spent my whole life not knowing I was autistic, but it makes so much sense. Like, I was talking to my sister who's pregnant. I'm like, I actually feel a little bit of relief because I'm not like any of my 4 other siblings at all. I'm very weird and particular on how I do things. Even how I grew up and how I would organize my... Nobody, like, taught me how to schedule and, like, time management. Like, I just thought it was a part of being a Virgo, but I know other Virgos that don't do this. I'm a loner. I don't really I look down more when I'm talking to you than I look at you. These are all parts of autism. And what they think happened a lot to my generation is we learned to adapt, pretty much. Autism wasn't a big thing when I was in school, and had I gone to school now, they probably would have picked up on it due to my behaviors. I was also severely autistic, and nobody even noticed till I was in 3rd grade because I was that much of a loner. I would look down and shell up. That's also part of autism. Having a hard time making friends, all of that. So I'm learning a lot about autism. It's not anything that I need to like take medicine for or get therapy with, other than counseling to learn and understand my own brain. But I'm a highly functioning autistic person. I didn't even know I was autistic for 39 years. So it's very, very low, and I'm very thankful that I am this independent, because as I'm finding out about autism, I'm learning that there's children that can't be away from their parents. But it like I said, it feels nice to understand myself, and I'm not weird. I just am autistic. A little bit. It all makes sense now. I'm like, oh my God. I'm still an alien, but maybe an earthly one. Like I'm connecting with my human side. I don't know how to explain it. I'm autistic.